Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Bluminati Knights. Uncle Buster, Zerker, Island Ghost Steph, lower level, and we got a special guest tonight. One of the big dicks swinging in the fucking community, Feanor. You guys otherwise know him better as Colton Obey. Welcome aboard, brother. Welcome to Bluminati Knights.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Glad to be here.
Hey, guys.
Hey, we got a special guest, too. Ooga.
We got King
God.
Ooga.
What's up, Ooga?
What up,
Ooga, I don't know if I sent you the wrong link. My bad, brother.
I wonder.
King Ooga. I got you, though.
Bro,
we got it done.
He's on like Donkey Kong. There we go. So, welcome aboard. We got King Ooga, Big Dicks. We got Uncle Buster. We got Bluminati guys, Bluminati Knights. We got Stephanie. We got Feanor. We got motherfucking lower level. Welcome to Bluminati Knights, guys. Welcome aboard. Hey, Feanor, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Oh, yeah. I'm just out here having a good time. Love Ooga Booga, King Ooga. You know, long-time member of the jungle on the XRPL. Long-time holder, believer, you know, and all my attention, really, off time has been in XRP for maybe pushing into somewhere close to a decade. So, you know, the past probably 4 or 5 months, that Cambrian explosion that happened on First Ledger and all this other stuff is just wild. So I've been in the current, man, surfing the storm, you know, and I'm just trying to keep my head on straight, you know.
So
hey, sir, let me jump in. You know, most of these
run it, Stephanie.
Thank you. Most of these people realize, you know, I am part of the Blue Crew. I am Uncle Buster. I'm XRP Bags Man. I am Bluminati. But what I found through Bagman and the music and the memes, you know, with Rich Ducks and the rewards loop that he did with us with the NFTs, giving us these NFTs and then rewarding us with RDC, was just a training. He was teaching us. And if y'all been paying attention to Bagman, he's been teaching us what we are at. That was lower level. We are at the next level. And what I have met.
Well, this is lower level. I don't know.
That's lower level. Right. Exactly. The lower level is here, ascending with us. And we are ascending onto this new culture that we are finding with these rewards loops that we've been taught how to do it. And if you all have been listening to Bagman and listening to our mentors, you're ready for the next level. And that's where I'm at right now in my level with King Ooga and meeting Feanor and with what Bluminati is trying to do. You know, we're trying to bring a culture, a community together from YouTube and X Spaces. And I want to introduce everybody to my friends, King Ooga and Feanor.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Feanor, man. Glad you're here. You said you've been in XRP for 10 years?
Probably somewhere maybe like 8, 9, 10 years. It's probably like 8, 9 coming into that. Hard to believe it's 2025, but it's been a long time for sure.
Damn, that's crazy, dude.
Oh yeah.
But that's even like what, because Steph, I'm gonna give you credit. Like you said, right when I launched Bluminati Knights or Bluminati, you're like, oh, bring the sides together. But I didn't see that at that point in time. But when you said like even Bagman, I've had his NFTs for days, bro. But like as a hodler, like I realized after we start Bluminati, it's like, man, I'm so used to just buying shit. Like I don't really utilize anything. I'm just buying, holding, you know. And then it took Fuma, listen to Fuma on Baggy Show, Extra Bullish Hour, Sundays, 10:05 PST in the morning.
Good plug.
And Fuma's like, man, yeah, I need to stake these rich ducks. And I had to hear that a few times before I looked, man, let me see what it takes to stake these rich ducks, right? And then you stake some and you get paid for it. You're like, oh, shit. You know, everyone thinks they can't do it. You know, it's like you talk to somebody for a long time or you spend too much energy on somebody that's not even trying to hear you. and then you give them Upholder, you give them Coinbase, you talk to them again. Oh, I couldn't figure out how to do it. How you not figure it out when you got Cash App, Zelle, and all these damn payment things? You know what I'm saying? It's just you're not trying to do it, right? So
Finner,
that's my thing. Yeah.
Finner, were you a hodler?
Oh man. Oh, for sure. I mean, I came off of that strong pipeline off of YouTube, and that's really where all the education was, if we're being honest. And
10 years, what was that? That was like Jungle. That was the Zoo.
Oh yeah. Oh man, what's
University?
To the lifeboat.
Oh my God!
To the lifeboats.
Sam I am, bro.
Sam I am, bro.
Sam I am, bro. If you know,
you know. Crazy.
Yeah. And so all that, and so if you're familiar with that, then it was just a real strong time of like deep education. And I really think that's what set the foundations for like what became the XRP community. And it kind of set those virtues of like, strong research, due diligence, kind of not so silly. And that's where that utility narrative really took shape. And right beside that kind of parallel, you kind of adopt this hodler mentality. And then if you stuck with it, if you stuck with the vibe all the way through, then you became hardened because you had to make a decision. It wasn't like, oh, maybe. It's, there's a category of people that it's usually dogmatic. You're either against it or you're for it. And that's one thing about XRP. It kind of put this decision on you in the crypto community. And so for sure, I was very, still to this day, I'm not loose with my XRP is precious to me. I put a lot of work into it, for sure. I understand that.
Oh, yeah.
So, one of the things I wanted to talk about is, what brought you into the conviction plays that we are talking about, like right now, where we are right now, hodled for so long. And now we have the opportunity as hodlers, the 1%, to be part of a community, a culture, obey, reward system, like what Bagman's done. How do you transition? I mean, from I got all my bags in cold storage. What do you do?
Yeah. So that's a good question. So this is just for me. So I'm going to dial out of really any specific project or anything like that, and just tell you kind of like the journey for me at least was I had been on YouTube for so long and just steady with it, not missing anything, seeing all it kind of moved to more macro analysis over the time. And so then I had heard about all this Solana stuff and all these different, any kind of Ethereum, Solidity, smart contracts, these type things. And I had always known about it, but I had never really participated in it. I was never like a meme trader or nothing like that ever. Kind of wasn't really into that at all. And so then I'd heard that this was kind of coming to the XRPL, right? And I was just intrigued because I thought to myself, man, I've seen what a explosion that was for these other chains, right? So I'm at least, as an XRP holder, I'm going to do some due diligence and at least see what's up. And so that's when I kind of took that journey. It kind of really to get there, that you had to go to X. That's where it's at. And man, from there, I just got two things happened. You gotta, and this is what I would caution you. X is a social platform, okay? And it's a ton of fun. You're gonna meet a whole lot of people, and if you're just a good-hearted guy, you just want to make sure you keep that skeptical discernment right in front and center for yourself, okay? Because it's a ton of fun. You don't want to get too crazy. But on the other side of that, you get to the ledger, and that to me was the big fulfillment moment of, man, I've got my XRP, I've got so much of it, and I am totally willing to take a small percentage of that, go to the ledger, to the XRPL, and interact. Just because I was so curious, I was like, man, I got to see what this is about, because that is adoption, right? So, you got to make a decision what kind of person on XRP you want to be. Do you want to hold the bag? Well, of course. But I kind of want to use the asset as well, and that's what's going on right now. We got the amendment for the pool, for the liquidity pool. We've got some services developing on top of the XRPL, and it's just a ton of fun to get out there and kind of get active. Find a community. That's what you should do. Bluminati, it's the right move. Find a community and just make sure you're in a like-minded space. Everybody's there. Not too much hype kind of stuff, you know.
But how would you do that, Feener? I mean, like, I've been hodling my bags for so long, man. I've been holding it on decent. I've been hodling strong. How do I interact with the ledger?
Yeah, the practical step is that's kind of the journey, but the practical steps would be like, for me, I was kind of with the what is it? The cold storage ledger. I forget exactly what it's called, but Ledger Nano, I think it is. And I had a couple of those, right? And you kind of spread out your XRP, and then you keep some on Coinbase, right? Just in case if you need to sell something and something happens. Of course, not all of it, right? And so this was a huge learning curve for me, because that's the system I was familiar with: cold storage and then central exchange, right? I'm not so familiar when now we're getting into kind of like this decentralized network and mobile wallets and things like this, right? So my step was to go get a Zama wallet. That's where I started. XAMAN, and it's a safe wallet. It's self-custody, you know, so you're not giving over your keys or anything. That was important for me. And that's got a mobile app, and you have to sign for every transaction, so they're not signing for you. You self-sign, these kind of things if you care about this kind of stuff. And I just brought over a little bit of XRP, and you know, that's relevant for your situation. And I just started getting a little active. I had to take a couple bumps because I was new. But to shortcut that path, you kind of find how to interact with the ledger. For me, it's X Magnetic. It's basically just like any trading platform, any kind of interface for an exchange, central exchange is just the same. And from there, you can kind of get positions, get exposure to liquidity pools, things like this.
You know, for the Blue Crew, you know, the Zaman wallet is a Zum wallet, and Bagman's got tutorials that go way back years ago. And I was like one of the first 400 people to like join the Zum wallet. And I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? I was scared. I was scared of the Zum wallet. But it was a mobile app. It was basically a air gap self-custody wallet that I could interact with the ledger. And one of the first tokens I interacted with was RDC, Rich Duck, because Bagman was teaching me how to interact with the Zaman wallet. And so I've been with them for years, and I love them. There are some fees involved now, but you know, if you've already had a Zaman wallet, you can get a Zaman wallet. There's other wallets, but if you want to start learning how to participate, and that's what we're doing right now. We're participating, right? We're at the stage where we want to participate. So to participate, I'm using the Zaman wallet. What were you going to say?
What about somebody just hit me up last night on Bluminati, and I was just like, link your Zaman wallet to, I don't remember what I told him, like XP Market or one of them, or maybe it was Tipper. And he was like, he was scared to do that. And I was like, oh shit. Well,
that's a good question.
Yeah.
So the thing about the question is the QR codes, you know, in the transaction signatures that Vina was just talking about. Because it's air gapped and whatnot, when you log into them, you're not putting a password in. You are literally connecting them through Web3 applications by signing that transaction. It's secured on the blockchain, but you're not giving them anything, are you?
Hey, Steph.
No. The keys stay on your phone. So when you sign, that's the kind of the encryption sign off. But all that is, as far as like X Magnetic or First Ledger or XP Market, these are kind of the more known services, the exchanges. These are just graphical user interfaces. They're just interfaces that send different transactions data to the ledger. So they just interact with the ledger, but all of the actual funds or all of the transactions, things like this, that's all on ledger. That's what I mean when I say it's an opportunity to get to the ledger, because all these services that you're seeing, these are just services that are being built on top of the ledger to interface with it.
Exactly.
That's it. They're not holding custody of assets. It's a Zaman is a self-custody wallet.
Exactly.
Hey, Nerdy just joined the stage. Nerdy, meet my friend Finar.
Nice to meet you.
Nerdy.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Hell yeah.
And it's funny.
Stephanie's air gapped.
Are you air gap, Steph?
I knew that was coming. That's why I just ignored him.
But you're a Zalman wallet.
You're a Zalman wallet. You're self-custody.
Peter, you don't even know how many trolls I got. They're on YouTube. They're on fucking X.
Yeah, but we fuck with you like a fun family way. We're like, oh yeah, you're a fucking Dorito.
Peter does. If you guys were to join our X Spaces, you would see that Phenar gives me the same love that you guys do. Like, your mic's fucked up, Stephanie.
Yeah.
About
time you got some fucking decent shit, you know.
But you know what makes Zalman like such a brilliant platform compared to the rest is not just the fact that it supports Tangent Wallet, so you can actually it turns like your a self custody wallet with the addition of hardware, use cases, but at the same time it's the X app, the decentralized store that's native to the application itself. All the X apps that you use, like for example, I'll shout out what's his name?
I shout out Pathfinding. Pathfinding is my favorite X app. I use Pathfinding all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of apps that are created that are just like they take XRP ledger primitives and they separate them into each individual apps, where then you can interact with that specific primitive, which is for me that's amazing, right? Because you're just dissecting an API and you're just using specific Lego blocks of said API, which is pretty dope. But the XRP ledger itself, and what's possible with it, I mean, it excels in payments. It excels in anything to do with finance and payments and stuff like that. I mean, there are some drawbacks. I mean, it doesn't have smart contracts and all that stuff. I mean, that's where Zahao comes in, and that's where
slow down, cowboy. Slow down, cowboy. We're just trying to introduce people to the
yeah. But at the same time, like the ledger is pretty freaking cool. I mean, you have checks. The checks feature is pretty awesome. A lot of people don't really talk about that or know about that, but checks feature is pretty amazing. The escrow feature, is such a useful tool.
I like the escrow feature.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the XRP ledger that a lot of people don't. I mean, most people just focus on the DEX itself, but the DEX is just one of many tools that that's possible with the ledger.
And here's the thing, Nerdy. What we're trying to do right now is educate the Blue Crew and the people to know that you can hodl on cold storage for a long time, but now it's time to be the 1%, to be the one that's interacting with the ledger. And how do we do that? Well, we start with the Zalman wallet. That's the way I started, and I think that's the way all of us have started. And once you get into that Zalman wallet, it opens up a whole new world of opportunities.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to FOMO, short the FOMO. So FOMO made an app on the XRP ledger, and it's an X app where you're basically I don't want to say like you're whitelisting, but it's kind of like you're only accepting addresses that you've basically whitelisted, and it doesn't accept any other addresses from any other wallet besides the one that you've specified, which is pretty cool, which is like a kind of like a firewall feature that's already native to the XRP ledger, what a lot of chains don't have, stuff like that, which I found little nicks and tweaks like that with the ledger pretty cool.
That would stop like the little drops
dusting
though too. The dusting, right?
Yeah,
that'd be good.
I got a question.
Yeah,
how was it for all you guys for Bluminati, for Buster, how Colton Obey, Uga, and all the future projects coming up? But how was it when everything just started fucking blowing up? Talk about the euphoria, bro. Please.
Man, I'll tell you what. I had a good journey, and I got kind of lucky, and was just kind of right place, right time, just being curious. And I got early in on a couple projects and kind of went through that whole exuberant curve, and it was nuts. I mean, it was typical, right? I mean, everybody's a genius, and risk is out the window. We're all gonna make it, and hey, and it was a ton of fun. Oh, it was a
Yeah, it was hella
blast.
fun.
It was a blast, bro. I mean, you couldn't miss.
It was the best high I've been on in a long time. I went from data protection. I went in. I'm like, I'm going in first ledger Deacon style, 75 XRP. I came out with 3,500 XRP. Now that's a come up. But the come up was I met people like King Uga, and I met people like Benor, and I met these communities that are in the chat right now.
Ooga
like,
booga forever.
Ooga booga
Right,
forever. And
Uga.
I didn't realize how many of us had been doing this by ourselves until First Ledger happened. And then these X spaces started happening, these Degen nights, and these, like, the culture and the communities that it brought out. That was the excitement for me. Was what I had a good come up. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't fucking trade like that on First Ledger anymore. No.
No, I got in like the second day, and it went crazy, man. I was up like, I got pimped by the Riddler, man. I watched whoever's on X. I burned my supply, blah blah. Man, I went all in on the Riddler, and once I did that, that dude took all my XRP.
We've got a lot of Uga fucking SOGs that got pimped by the Riddler. So you're in.
Yeah, the Riddler got me, man.
You're in with the best, bro.
Bagman, thanks for all the music, pimp.
Oh my God, I'm gonna start crying.
Bagman on deck. What's
up,
man?
bitches?
Baggy.
Bagman. I've been eating bags like Pac-Man.
That's right.
Fighting fun like Bagman.
So, Uga, you got something to say for yourself? You're center stage.
Oh, the emotions. God,
wipe your eyes. Because we got a bright future.
Commander, XRP, Rex, Bluminati Knights, Flags, Dog Switch, Metal Farm, Cats and Fall, Bluminati Connect. XRP bags, Bluminati, Bluminati, Cloud, how you get us.
Ooga booga forever.
Forever.
Fuck yeah. Welcome to the show. We got XRP Bags, Buster, Feanor of Colton Obey, King Uga, Nerdy 90X, Island Ghost Steph, Lower Level, and yours truly, Zerk. Welcome to Bluminati Knights. Let's run it. So,
while we got Bagman here, do you mind?
Sorry, go ahead.
While we got Bagman here, do you mind if I make a soft shell plug on April 26th? Moon Party!
Moon party.
Moon party.
Moon party.
Quack, 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 quack.
Feanor, are you coming to that, bro? I think
I might make it out there, man.
Dude,
Everybody's been
out,
talking about it. Everybody's been talking about it in the Discord.
About to eat.
Oh,
We're about to eat like kings, bro.
That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah.
You gotta tell Bagman right now that you're coming because you're gonna be signed up for the barbecue.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
We'll give that motherfucker a mic. Feanor, we're giving your sweet butter ass voice a mic, bro. And you're getting
Hey, Feanor, you got a nice voice, boy.
He's got a butter voice, bro. It's that Carolina boy with that butter shit. You know.
Not only are we gonna have barbecue, we're gonna have Uncle Buster's Rub-a-Dub Rub
That's right,
in the house.
Yeah, they don't know.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah, if you know, you know. And that's one thing I want to talk about Bluminati. Is that something that we're working on Nerdy X on how we're going to incorporate? So my Ugas are here listening to you guys. Why would they want to be part of Bluminati? We don't fucking know. We just started
Bluminati's bigger than us. It's a community. It's a bunch of entrepreneurs and like-minded people coming together, supporting each other's businesses, and just making it all work together. Because if one eat, we all eat. Ooga booga forever. Right. Bluminati forever. Let's fucking go.
Let's run it.
Collapse. Bluminati, deep in the jungle.
The Yuga elders gather, smoke rises, visions appear. A path to the stars is revealed. The XRP moon calls. The brethren must unite. The Bluminati Knights descend, cloaked in wisdom, armed with the ledger. They bring the key to the great journey. The Yugas recognize their power. Stone meets steel, instinct meets knowledge. Around the sacred fire, hands clasp in brotherhood. The jungle and the digital world are now one. From vines, stone, and encrypted code, a vessel is born. The countdown begins, the stars await. With a thunderous roar, the brethren leave the earth. The jungle fades below, and the cosmos stretches before them. The XRP moon shines in the distance. The moon castle looms, a structure of impossible beauty. It welcomes the jungle born and the ledger bound alike. Inside, the feast of union begins. It is the key to creation, the bridge between realms. Brethren ascend. No longer just Ugas, no longer just knights. They are moonborn now, keepers of the jungle, architects of the digital age. The transformation is complete. The story is written in firelight and blockchain, carried in whispers and encrypted ledgers. The jungle and the XRP moon are forever linked. The journey never ends.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, those are so sick.
We got RippleNet memos by XRP Bags, instrumental in the background. Thank you for all the years of music, Bagman. Appreciate it, bro. So what's up?
Yes,
what's
sir.
up? What's up? We got a moon party coming up April 26th. That's in one motherfucking month and
32 days.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yep.
You know what?
There's
Baggy
the
is?
flag. Can you see that?
Baggy is part of the Duck Clan of the Bluminati.
We got that flag there.
filling
Fire
up.
ass like
The
decent
Rich
wallet.
Duck Club, right there.
Tell them about it, man.
Rich Ducks Club, man. Rich.
They have Descent wallets on hand, Ooga Labs, IMU TV, Rob Nichols, Rich Ducks, Bluminati, April 26th. Zerka will be up on stage. Lady E, E4, Cruz on the guitars. Yes, sir.
You might get stepped
Ooh-wee.
singing. You might. You just never know. I gotta
Bro. Bro. So
Bro.
Feanor, you got any musical talent, bro?
Oh man, not
Oh,
too
God.
much. Not too much.
You got a pretty mouth.
Oh shit, watch that. Hold up, man.
He's about to smack me through the TV.
I'm
Kid, bro.
bro. You gotta keep your head on a swivel out here.
Yeah.
Right.
I love it. So you possibly might come out too and join the fam.
Oh hell yeah, dude. I mean, I vibe with it, man. Like even that's the wild part. Like watching that sequence come in, that video. It's like, dude, it connects. Of course, that's a community. It builds the community. You want to go meet. You want to go further. And that's been the crazy part for me is to see this kind of. I really wasn't into the memes, man. But then I kind of figured out, okay, what is this memetics? And this is like this ability to to narrate a story of your own financial conquest through this issued asset, which is essentially a white labeled XRP unit.
Yep.
All the same properties. And man, it's like, dude, I mean, what for me, I'm a nerd about it. I love it, man. This is everything.
Bagman has been the memetics for me. I mean, like, he taught me memetics. He taught me memetics is music. Notorious. The music is memetics. There's a memetic force about it. You're telling this story about XRP through memetics. And you can do it through music. You can do it through memes, like the meme war that we just did on X. I mean, memetics is what it's about. I'm sorry. That's my passion.
I could offer one distinction for the sake of caution here, though. Just if there's anybody who's like interested and just piqued your curiosity, I would say when we talk about memetics and things like this, and especially if you're going on X with spaces and stuff, memetics is not hype. So if you're in there and you hear somebody screaming, oh, you know, we're about to go. Blah, 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 blah.
The ticker.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a sense of artistic expression or communal buy-in and support demonstrated through strength of relationships that really builds the community. And then you answer the call with your XRP how you feel inclined to. It's got nothing really to do with that. You know what I mean? So that I just want to make that distinction. It's not necessarily hype. It's kind of this. I'm sure you guys understand what the Bluminati, seeing the Blue Knight and all this kind of stuff. Kind of get your virtues encapsulated in this expression. It's freaking awesome.
Bro, I'm waiting on the video game. You get to choose Bluminati Knight or Uga. Fucking Uga
that's coming. Don't know, but it's
that's 100% coming.
Kotno Bay can be like the dark figures, or like I don't know, dude.
That's 100% going to be real.
Let's fucking run it.
That's crazy.
100%.
Paul Smith, the answer was on the flag. Decent wallet. You could hold Zebek, my man.
Hey, if we make a game, we got to have dark space on the graphics.
Just so you know that Uga just announced on Sunday during our town hall that we are a part of a game on the Root Network. So we are already part of the blockchain gaming system with Uga Labs, and Bluminati can be a part of it. We are already doing it.
I just want to get a master sword. I want to be able to upgrade my motherfucking like Bluminati Knight sword. That shit, I need it to glow like
even baggy
style or green. Like
When I saw Dark Space, my first thought
fucking
is
Damascus.
Baggy's like the light side. Baggy's the colorful, the pretty shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hell yeah.
And then Dark Space is complete opposite. He's at least what he did for Bluminati is like the darker side. Like,
hell yeah,
those are some badass warriors, bro. Like,
the
men of God. They're men of God.
The rich ducks will be kung fu masters, dude. I want a fucking wild ass like roundhouse kick from the rich ducks in the game. Yeah,
Dark Space got fucking skills, bro. Shout out,
like a sonic.
Shout out to Dark Space, man.
Yeah.
You know, bringing it back for the ones that want to be a part of what we're talking about. How are you going to do that, man, if you're just hodling those freaking ZERPs on decent?
Or let's roll in. I got a question for like Feanor or Baggy, like XRP side, but like all this just now comes out, right? But it's always existed. It's just there wasn't the first ledger or the XP market to tap into it, right?
User interface is what we call it.
The user interface, but what is this Feanor? Let's start with Feanor, then maybe Baggy. How big, like somebody created the AMMs, like their knowledge is just ridiculous, right? So, you know, if you could create a loop system and use dollars or hundreds of dollars, how big will the loop systems come in when this shit's tokenized and there's billions and trillions in the game?
This is a good question right here. So this is and this is what I'm saying this is getting to the ledger, right? This was this is the whole point, in my opinion. Like, the community aspect is amazing too, but this kind of, we'll get a little bit more into the practical side of this, what it means to get to the ledger, right? So we had the amendment passed. Now we have the AMM, automated market maker. It spins up pools, liquidity pools, and that undergirds, that provides liquidity to these spot markets, right? So that you can have two pairs trading against each other, right? So a big thing that just happened on the ledger is we just got the RLUSD pool, or the Ripple stable or XRP stable coin, right? Paired with XRP. Okay, so this is a big deal, because now we can have on-chain. This is the liquidity never leaves the chain. It's on-chain, and that can be tied. The TVL, total value locked. It really should be more appropriately on the XRPL, total value pooled, because it's pooled. It's dynamic. It's not locked. Anybody can. It flows dynamically. And but how big is that going to be? This just happened. This just happened a month ago. Now we've got this new on-chain, basically stable coin pool, where people can, you know, more traditionally in ETH and stuff like that, it would be called like tethering up, right? Yeah. Stable out. You know what I mean? So that the liquidity doesn't have to leave the chain. And this is the whole point of what's going on right now. You don't have to, you know, the memes and all that stuff, that's one aspect of it. But a broader view encapsulates the development of the thing that is precious to us, right? The XRPL. So we've got the liquidity pools now. And because of the liquidity pools and all the motion that brings, we've got on-chain liquidity. It doesn't leave, right? It can get captured in the RLUSD pool. Also, all the projects, all these white labeled issued assets on the XRP, they've got their own pools, right? And so this is all just bringing more total value on chain to the XRPL. This is a massive opportunity because if you look, I think the total volume or something is like over 250 billion. But if you of transactions, but when you look at like the value pooled, it's not even at 1 billion, right? And so, but this has to do with like even like meme coins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so there's a huge gap to be closed, and this is just the natural development of a chain going through this type of cycle. We just happen to be at this point. For me, and I'll land the plane here. For me, I was never interested in doing the Solana and the Ethereum, and I think Bitcoin have runes and stuff like this, because I didn't want to. I'm not about to bridge. You know what I mean? I'm not about to take my XRP and switch it for you know. I don't want to leave XRP. And that's why this was like, oh, okay, I have an opportunity here because XRP is the underlying denominated currency on the XRPL. So no matter what, everything you're doing is a multiplier, has some type of leverage to XRP, right? So that was important for me as well. But that's I think it's a big deal that we got these amendments passed and we got liquidity pools and stuff like this now.
Could you expand more on that and explain to the people how that affects the supply of XRP and how the stablecoin now being available directly on the ledger itself, how much more liquidity that could possibly bring in as well?
Oh, it's a huge deal because you got to remember XRP per se, by its nature, right, functionally is deflationary based on transaction, right? Not just duration of time, but on rate of transaction. So velocity of the transaction and a total amount of them. And so now that we have these pool mechanisms that are on chain, all of these are denominated out in what are called LP tokens, right? So if I go and give either an issued asset, some white labeled XRP unit, we call it a meme coin, or my XRP, the pool is going to issue me back what's called an IO. It's going to credit me an IOU called an LP token, liquidity pool token. Okay. Now that's a transaction. See what I'm saying? So these are all deflationary burns on the XRPL. Now, 100%. That's just in the nature of how they built it out. People do not understand how powerful the XRPL is as a system. They really don't. They really kind of not understanding where we're at. The other side of this, on just a practical sense. So, okay, that's just understanding the nature of the system being built. But how can I use this? What does that mean for me as somebody who wants to adopt XRP, not just as a holder, but in its use case? If now we might have a notion that XRP might extend up to, let's just say $5, $4. I personally believe it's 10 plus, but let's not be crazy. $4 or $5, right? So let's say that happens. That's a phenomenal opportunity. Do I want to sell all my XRP?
Hell no.
I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
Well, this is
now
like,
what do I have? Hell no, bro. Hell what do I have as an option now though? Because of these new developments, I could go take, if XRP goes to $4 or $5, I could take some XRP instead of selling it. I could single side deposit that into the pool. And if the price drops because of the nature of how pools work and permanent loss, because it goes down, I will, when I single side withdraw out, I will have a lot more XRP than what I put in. So these pools 100% can technically short XRP, but pay out in more XRP. This is the kind of functional leverage we have now on the XRP, but it's not with any kind of like weird. I'm not a leverage. I've never been a leverage trader. All the XRP I've ever had, I've always owned. I've been a spot, just buy it DCA over time. So I don't really like leverage.
But
this is a way to leverage, but you can't be liquidated. You see what I'm saying?
So this is a way to start trying to use your XRP. Is what
that's
you're
a little technical, but
it's a little technical.
The reason that I brought this up was because I was trying to point out to the crew, because we have other shows too, and the main point that I was trying to point out is that because you have all these that are baked in, and that's the actual utility part of the ledger, right? That it actually uses the token to facilitate all these stuff, right? As the stablecoin takes off, more and more XRP is going to be burned so much faster than it is right now, and that automatically is going to drive the price up. So it's like no matter what, we're gonna be making higher lows.
Yep.
As long as the life of the chain. Go ahead.
Nerdy, you said something to me in the last show, Coffee Time, the other day, that for anybody that doesn't know, Nerdy and I don't agree on a whole lot of anything, and we're friends. But he said something to me the other day, or he said something. He goes, "You guys, it doesn't matter if XRP goes to the moon or if it stays where it is now. It's what the liquidity is flowing through it is what the value is."
Exactly.
And you nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hell yeah, bro. I mean, Nerdy understands it. He just articulates it different than I do, or Beaner does. But
100%.
we're all on the same page. Bagman, me, Zerker. We just articulate it a little different.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes that's why I bring Beaner in here, or myself. It's like the Blue Crew might not need to hear it a little bit different, or the Ugas might need to hear it a little different. You say it 100 times, but one time it might sink in. We need to use the ledger.
Yeah.
Feanor, I want to hear. This is the ultimate squash right here. This is what my brain as a hodler forever has been. Is what the fuck happens when we skyrocket? Because I understand not wanting to touch the astronomical numbers of what ZERPs can turn into, XRP.
Right.
But I believe bears are real. I'm a Riddler follower. I'm like astronomical.
Bears are
astronomical,
bro. So
dude, this motherfucking ZERPs should have been $200 already, bro.
Yeah, dude.
They're
Right
fucking
on.
with us.
Yeah.
So my question is, to bridge the gap between hodlers and degens, not, for lack of better words, to bridge the gap, what does it look like when you're fucking with AMM pools but we're about to moon? What does it look like? Are we going to get decimated from impermanent loss, or do you think these memes are going to skyrocket with ZERPs? That's the big question.
Good one. Yeah, for sure. So I'm just going to talk on that impermanent loss one first. Impermanent loss is a bit of a red flag term.
Actually, who's actually called it something the other day in a space? It's not her impermanent loss. It's impermanent. Fucking use word. It's just impermanent movement. It's not actually lost.
It's a bit of a red flag, and so if you could just put that one down and just think like, and I'm sure you guys understand this, but just for anybody who doesn't, is if I have like RLUSD as a stable coin, and then I have XRP, right? And let's say the price of XRP goes up and I'm in that pool. Now I'm going to technically have less XRP by quantity, by unit. If I had 1,000, now I might have 950, but it would still be the equivalent price on the RLUSD side. So you could exit out on RLUSD and wait for the price to go down. It's a bit of a gamble. And then buy back lower would be the thinking. And that's just the way the pools work. Right. So, and the opposite is true as well. So we call that impermanent loss, but these are ways that you can play it. Now, that's based on the quantity, right? So that's based on how many XRP units are in the pool. Now, a different aspect is, well, what if those XRP units individually appreciate because the price in USD of XRP has gone up? So what happens there? Well, because these are white labeled units of XRP, these are technically XRP, they're denominated their value in XRP. If the unit, the total unit of the quantity of units in the pool of both assets don't change, then the exchange rate didn't change, right? You'll see the market cap go up because the value has gone up, but the what determines the price is in the pool is the exchange rate, and this is a little technical, so I'll move on from it. But the exchange rate is determined by the total units of each one in the pool. So if there's 100 XRP and 100 UGA, that's one, right? So that would be like price parity, and then it can go up and down, right? So now here's the thing, though. Here's the question, because I want to get to, because it's a good question. So put that technical stuff aside. The real question is, man, I now have exposure to these meme assets, and what if XRP goes up, right? This is the only reason I will only mess with XRP, memes, right? Whatever that means. This is the only reason I'll ever mess with them is because they're denominated in XRP.
Exactly.
Right. So as long as what matters is they can be a hedge, right? So if XRP goes down, but your price of your issued asset didn't go down against XRP, then you didn't lose any XRP, right? You actually kind of saved value against it. And the opposite is true as well. So you can get upside down, but the thing that you need to understand is it's all denominated in XRP. So if the value goes up, the only thing that changes is the value of your bag. The price of your bag will go up and down, not the quantity of how much XRP you have. What you're trading for XRP is like penny poker. So it's just like how many pennies you have. You start with 100 pennies. That's how it is on the ledger when you're trading memes. It's by the total unit. So hopefully that helped. That was a big one for me to learn as well, because I was thinking the same thing. Like, what if it runs? Am I going to lose XRP? Right? In the pool, there's impermanent loss. But if you're just holding the asset, just like in your wallet, then it's just like typical, right? It's just denominated in XRP. So the value would go up, but not the total number unless you traded, right?
But if you're in a pool a longer period of time, so like even like me, when I paired up Bluminati to XRP, Bluminati took off. Bluminati went from 5 cents to like $12 in like 3 weeks, right? So I lost Bluminati, but they fed me XRP, yeah. And then, you know, but over time, I never fucked with my pools, right? But over time, let's say we go on a $10 XRP run. Now they have to feed me Bluminati for this one pool that I'm in. They'd have to feed me Bluminati to make up for the difference, right?
Yeah. So this is what I'll tell you is there is a lot to learn. This is a journey, right? So if you like these things, if you're listening and you like these things, just know this is a journey, okay? But to get back to what you just said, there's a big difference. If you're going to get into steps, you can buy the token and now you're just holding the token, right? And then you can be in the pool. So these are two separate things, right? Now, if you're in the pool, you're technically a liquidity provider, right? Now, being a liquidity provider has a whole different set of responsibilities than being a bag holder, because what's your responsibility at this point is to manage that exchange rate, right? And so you want to see, to make this simplified, you want to see more XRP in the pool than your token, because now we're getting into just basic economics of like inflation and deflation, right? Is the pool inflated? If there's less XRP but more of your token in the pool, it's inflated, right? So now it's not as worth as much. If there's more XRP and less of your token in the pool, well, now you're on deflation, so you're in price appreciation mode. This is the opportunity we have. Us as just normal peasants, just people out here, man. I go to work. You know what I mean? I got a family. I'm living this life. But now I have an opportunity to be a market maker, to be a liquidity provider. All of this is denominated in XRP, and I can use all of this on the XRPL, and it's permissionless, damn near instant. Freaking got these communities to learn and grow. And so that's the opportunity to me is, you can make a bag and that's a whole thing, but bro, you can learn and expose yourself to opportunities you would never be able to get otherwise, ever. This is like venture capital type territory.
And that's what I was talking about the conviction bags. When we go back to creating a Zaman wallet, if you guys been a hodler and you've been holding on cold storage, Zaman wallet is a cold storage wallet, so to speak. It's air gap. You can download it on your phone, and then you can start interacting with these things. You can set a trust line inside your Zaman wallet to get Bluminati, or to get RDC, or to get Uga or Colt the Bay, that we're going to talk about more as we go on this. But I think we should do a giveaway.
Yeah, there was something important that you said. I think everyone kind of missed it. I just want to reiterate on that.
Run it, bro.
So just like how you said these can be hedges, it actually works vice versa too. For example, if you had a meme coin, or Uga token or Bluminati, whatever token you want, and then you had that paired with an XRP pool, and then you had that paired also with an RLUSD pool, now you're creating liquidity for XRP and RLUSD on the XRP ledger itself. So if that order needed to be filled as well, you're now creating utility through liquidity for your token, which is kind of dope if you really think about it.
It's very dope.
I almost look at these things as like, I'm so far down in the wormhole. I almost look at these things as like savings accounts, man, because you get a yield, and that's really where the finesse is, right? Because we don't necessarily have like smart contracts, but
Yeah.
you can do innovative things, right? And so a liquidity pool already gives a yield, right, based
Yeah.
on fees accumulated and stuff like this, right? So you get you do get a return passively, but you can do cool things like incentivize being a liquidity provider,
Mhm.
right? So if you take a position in this pool, we're going to airdrop you X amount of the token, for being a liquidity provider. So that now you've got an accelerated, basically on ramp to the project,
Yep.
right? Because you're getting
Like
supply
Magnet,
without buying it.
Rich stuff.
Yeah. It's a reward mechanism, right? And so then now you can, there's just all these cool things you can do. And that's the way I think about it. If this is a savings account, and now I can create these basically like transaction services, these saving account services for the community. Now they're getting a yield on the pool, plus they're getting a reward yield. And if you have another token, you can give another reward.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of thinking that I'm trying to explore, at least,
Yeah. You know what I
That's-
think is gonna.
But-
So you know what happened with MoonPay, right? How like MoonPay during the whole Trump coin launch, they ran out of money. They ran out of liquidity, and then basically Ripple stepped in and helped them out with that liquidity. But they were able to generate the liquidity that they lost, so everything was all leveled out.
The thing
Now,
is-
hold on, Steph. Now imagine that same transaction and that same thing happening, but on the XRP ledger with your own token. For example, let's just say that UGA was so far liquid in RLUSD and Ripple was illiquid in RLUSD, so they went and got some UGA token so they can hedge again, so they can get some RLUSD because UGA token was so liquid in RLUSD. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we can have different kinds of pools, which if you know those tokens are going to be needed, you might end up in a situation where some big head honcho might need your help and might get your token as an IOU just so they can leverage their own platform.
Oh, Nerdy, you're going to be on Pienaar's show when Pienaar starts his show, because I know you two are.
I'm just saying,
Zerk,
like,
real quick, Zerk,
real interesting, real quick. Go
get a
ahead.
giveaway. Sicko wanted to donate. Sicko
Oh,
won last week.
shit.
He wanted to donate his UGA. So
Do you mind if I jump in on this? Because we
ahead.
want you guys so much to be part of the UGA Discord. If you guys are not already part of the UGA Discord, if you join the UGA Discord, one of you guys drop that link, Ninja Buddha, please. Join the Discord, create a ticket, and you guys are part of this giveaway.
boom. Do you want to
We
do?
want you to work.
Do you want to split it up? Do you want to do
Split it
250
I would say
on the
4.
show
I'd say yeah.
and 250 in the Discord?
Correct. Sounds
Let's
good.
do that. So let's do okay, UGA it is.
And
Hashtag
I'm gonna
UGA.
something. This is for the Bluminatis, because the UGAs will give it back. Like Sicko won last week, and he's like, I don't want it. I want it to onboard you guys to what we're doing. So this
So
is
we'll
for
do
the Bluminatis.
Put in hashtag UGA in the chat for 125 UGA. Do it now.
Let's go. 250. Whatever.
250 UGA. They're gonna do 250 in the Discord.
My bad.
Ninja Bunu, drop the link for
Hashtag
the UGA Discord.
UGA
Shout out
in the
Ninja
chat
Bunu.
now. In YouTube, put
Queen.
hashtag UGA for 250 UGA. Do it now.
Come on, Queen. And the rest of you guys, get into our Discord. If you want to learn what Pienaar is talking about, we have the most amazing Discord that you can imagine. It's got so many umbrellas under there. Bagman's in there. I mean, we go so deep. We go so deep in that Discord.
How deep, Steph? How deep?
So deep.
So deep.
That Nerdy
Really
better be the first one in that Discord right now. Nerdy, get in that Discord.
You
Get
going
that-
deep, nerdy? You going deep, nerdy?
I thought Steph was about to say, "Get in my belly."
Get it.
Nerdy, you gotta go deep.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's
man.
ridiculous.
Ooh-wee.
Oh my God. Okay, that calls for commercial break. Moon party advertisement.
Moon
Here we
party.
go.
Hear
Let's go.
ye noble citizens and seekers of legend. On the grand eve of April 26th, 2025, beneath the radiant glow of the lunar sphere, the illustrious Rich Ducks family and the enigmatic Bluminati shall converge in the heart of Austin, Texas, under a celestial tapestry of starlight and destiny. Prepare to witness a gathering like no other, a night where opulence meets mystery and ancient valor intertwines with futuristic wonder. Come enjoy the feast, music, and booze as we embark on an epic journey where every step echoes with the promise of adventure, and every moment is destined to be written into the annals of time. Raise your voices, gather your kin, and let the chronicles of this enchanted moon party be forever sung in the halls of legend. For on this night, unity and revelry shall reign supreme.
Moon party! Moon party!
Welcome to the party. This a moon party. Hey, this a moon party. Hey, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. This a moon party. This a moon party.
Moon party! Moon party!
Dope.
Party.
See, you can't unhear that, man.
Let's go,
You
bro.
can't unhear that one.
You can't, bro. Shout out, Bagman. We got TikTok instrumental in the back. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Bags has got RDC, Rich Duck Coin, as well as Rich Ducks. I think they've been minted out, though, haven't they?
You know,
They're getting close, right?
Yeah, they're minute out. Yep, they're minute
Oh,
out.
they're minute out.
you
So
can
they're
get them
done,
on
bro.
the
They're
floor.
done, so you can trade them, though.
You can get
Where
them
can
on
you
the
trade them,
floor.
Bags?
You can get them on the floor, right, Bagman?
Yeah, you can get them on the secondary market on any of the NFT marketplaces. XRP Cafe, Bids, Xmart.
Bagman is the first one that taught me that you can actually mint your NFTs and then buy them with RDC. Like you could buy your Rich Ducks. You guys get your RDC. Crypto Murph is out there hustling, man. He's out there hustling so hard with those RDCs. Scoop them off the floor.
Femina, do you want to step? We want to hop into that round. That's actually a good segment, Steph. Going into NFT rewards and then using those rewards to then be part of a pool, or even staking your NFT to earn rewards. That's another field too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing. So this kind of goes to like what kind of, if you do find yourself, you're like, hey, you know what, man, I'll check this out, right? Definitely plug in with a good community. Like this is everything. Make sure you're in a group of people that like want to build, innovate, not so much about hype, but deliver value back to the community. And so this is a cool one where shout out to Uga. Like Uga's really good at this. The way he constructed the NFTs, like here's how it can be designed, just like as a blueprint that you could do for a project, is what Uga did. He had the original Brethren collection, 100. He's got the Elder Gnostics, I believe it's like 2,100. And then he's got like maybe like 50 counselors and maybe like 30 SOGs. There's like 4 or 5 different collections. But they're all like hierarchy and, you know, scarcity and rarity and all this kind of stuff. And based on how many you have and what type you have, they all qualify you for different rates of rewards, right? That are issued LP tokens and the actual token. We do the same thing at Colton Obey, but not through NFTs like this. So Uga took the innovation even further. Nice. And we all have this opportunity, like Bluminati. You could take the blueprint and go further in your own way. And so that's the opportunity we have right now. It's not oversaturated. If you like, here's a pro tip. If you find yourself out here and you're looking, you get on X Magnetic or something like this.
Yeah.
You look at a chart, and you see it's got 5,000 transactions in 24 hours, 10,000 transactions in 24 hours. It's fake. It's fake.
100%.
It's wash trading. It's a volume bot. It's a volume bot. Real charts. You're looking at Ooga. Ooga's a killer project. It's real community members. They show up, show their face, build. You can look at what they've built. We got a great chart. Guess what? It's like 80, 150 transactions in 24 hours.
Nobody's fucking
No
selling.
shame. We wear it as a badge of honor, bro. Because it's like, if you want to know what real is, that's real. And that instead of these weirdos that are trying to finesse everybody with all these volume bots, wash trade, that's wash trading, by the way. It's unethical. I believe it's illegal. And but anyway, instead of all that mess, you know, you can come out here, and that should be a beacon of encouragement of how early we are.
Well, you know what? I want to add.
People don't
I
know.
want to add to the rewards. Bagman just released an album, an Expector album on Sonar Moose, and he whitelisted for all of the Ooga NFT holders are now eligible to go to Sonar Moose and download his music that we all love and we've grown up to, and you get a free album of XRP. And I think it might be his last.
Nice.
I don't want to go that far, but this is. This is, if you own an Ooga NFT, you get rewarded with an album that to me is legendary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those.
And that's where, just to roll into when Feanor said you're early, Melby XRP. It would be nice when things are easier though, and that's why you're about to be rich as duck.
Exactly.
Because when this goes mainstream, first of all,
bingo.
When this goes mainstream, no mainstream off the street is going to be anywhere near the ledger. They're going to be using services of people connecting to the ledger, and they probably might not even know it's XRP. Like, they could really roll this out. If ACH Clearinghouse adopts crypto, it can still say ACH, and they still might not know crypto's in the background.
Yeah.
Who knows
I think
how
that's
big?
the goal.
It ain't.
Yeah,
easy
that's the goal.
being part of the 1%. It ain't easy being part of the 1%. You guys are the 1% now. It's not the Donald Trump.
I would say
are the 1%.
I would say one thing on that though. There is a relationship that should be respected between how easy something is and how early, and then, like, you know, being so frictionless that there's no value left for somebody to
100%.
gain, right? There is such a thing as being too early.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what I'm saying. I think it's really encouraging right now because we're kind of in a sweet spot of development where it's really not too early, where it's like you're painfully early, which I'm sure if you've been holding XRP for a while, that probably hit home for you. But for here, as far as the XRPL goes, it's like we're right in that sweet spot of like, man, people, like, just normal people are out here building. It feels like XRPL, you know, Ripple, you know, whatever, like they kind of got to their spot, and now there's an opportunity for community to come in and leverage the ledger like it's never been before. I think we're kind of in a sweet spot.
I think that's what you call like the Napster versus Spotify, right? Like Napster and LimeWire were so early with all this, you know, endless music or whatever, but it just wasn't the right place and time. And then boom, Spotify and Apple Music are the only choices now, right?
And
so it's like,
legit.
It's just right moment, right time, the right audience for it, and it was boom, it was right there. So I 100% agree with you that, you know, what we want and what we expect we might not be in the right environment per se right now, but that doesn't mean when that right environment does arise that we will not be ready, because everything's already there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I got to shout out real quick and give an example to all the people that are coming in new that don't understand what Blue Crew means. This is the natural embodiment of Blue Crew. J. Roy Bulldoggin, he's one of our very first all day maxis. Shout out to you, bro. We love you.
J.
He's
Roy.
been a DJ since the fucking beginning. J. Roy, we love you. When
J. Roy.
moon stirs,
J. Roy
he has been a DJ.
He's been a DJ from the gate, and he jumps ship to different DJs because he's not stupid. He goes from ETH to Soul to fucking, I'm sure he's on Zerps now. So, but shout out you, J. Roy.
J. Roy's a genius.
But he goes, no jesting allowed. no jesting allowed. And he goes, I'll blacklist. That means he's going to chop your head off with his blue wrench. That's Blue Crew right there all day, bro. So shout out J-Roy.
You know,
Yeah, J-Roy's a master trader like that. Like he got some skills.
But he's been doing this since day one, bro.
Yeah.
So sorry, go ahead.
J-Roy has been a true fucking inspiration to me as well, because he taught me the word G. And but what I'm getting at is you can trade on the ledger now with these meme coins and not take the money off of the ledger. So you don't have to trade to XLM or to XCC. Don't get me wrong, I love what you guys do, but this is a way to make money and learn how to trade on the ledger. Do it.
And you don't even really have to, like, for me, I was never really a trader. I did trade hard for like 2 or 3 years, and luckily remained profitable, but I would have lost it eventually. Everybody does. So I was just fortunate enough to just be like, I just had somebody in my family that was like, hey, just cool it, man. And thankfully I did. And but if you're not totally inclined to trading, which I'm not really into trading too much, there's still an opportunity to come be part of a community and build and kind of work for your bags, they call it, right? Which is really just going on X and just, you know, say something you appreciate about a project, say something you learned, say something about the relationship you gained or something like that, right? And these are ways you can add value. So it's not all just about trading. And then even about, hey, I just want to take a position and see what happens, right? So like, for instance, just to do some scale, right? If you got a coin and it's at 20,000 market cap and you go get 1% of the supply, right? Maybe that costs you like 80 XRP or something like that. And now that coin goes to 150. Well, now that's 1,000 XRP, 150,000 market cap. Now it's 1,000 XRP. Now that coin goes to, you know, 1 million XRP market, or 1 million market cap. Now you got like 5,000 XRP. Now it goes to 3 million. Now you got 15,000 XRP. You see what I'm saying? So it's not all about trading. You can just have a good conviction mindset. And then you can just, and then you don't have to take it all right there either. You can enjoy the ride. You can take a little bit there, make sure you cover yourself. There's a whole range of opportunities of how you can get exposure. All I would say is just check out and see if there's an opportunity or something for you to learn or something. Yeah. That's all I would say.
Well, Uga's a perfect example that, you know, having a solid ass community behind you, it is profitable and it does drive value. You know, to say that, you know, just because you're doing something on the internet and it doesn't create some kind of value is wrong. Because, you know, Uga has showed us that, you know what, if you have a strong imagination and you stick to the script and you actually, you know, work together with people and want to express yourself and people are behind you and they like the same vibe that you're providing and stuff, like, you can create something of value out of nothing, which is pretty, like, that's dope to me. That's really freaking impressive.
Nerdy, I'm like in tears that you're talking about Uga like that, because
well, we could fucking put those tears into this fucking giveaway.
Hey, let's go.
Fucking hashtag Uga.
Oh my
now.
God.
There's 210 of you motherfuckers watching, and there's only 30 entries.
Because,
hurry up.
You know why? Because the Ugas don't want Ugas. They want the
What is that?
that dude that was crying in the interview. I'll show you.
Uga's in the house.
Let's run it, guys. We got 250 Uga. Put it in the chat now. You got a little bit of time. Hurry up. And the Discord people, you got a Discord giveaway too simultaneously. Let's run it. Hashtag Uga. I'll keep it up on top here until you're ready. Until we're ready. I want to see 40 at least. 50. Come on, guys. Get it up.
I'm going to tell you what.
Don't be a hoe.
Let me tell you something. My Ugas were told not to jump in on the Uga. We want the Bluminatis to win the Uga because we want the Bluminatis to be a part of what we're doing. It's all about community. And we want to incorporate what Bluminati is doing with Uga. So, you know, don't be scared. I mean, but we will give it right back. We'll give it right back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before I stop crying, I also wanted to invite all of you guys on YouTube that have been listening to people like Nerdy and myself, Bags, to follow the people that are in the chat. I have brought a lot of people into the chat that don't have blue wrenches. They're not Blue Crew. But all you guys, drop your X handles. Follow these guys. Join us on X Spaces. We have amazing X Spaces. Amazing X Spaces. And I just want you guys to be a part of it too.
Nice.
Dope.
You have 20 seconds.
Go.
19, 18,
And
17.
you know, Berserker. Hey, Ugas, present. Let's put your fucking X handles in there. Let's go. Let's go.
10,
Thanks.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 for 250 Ooga. Hashtag Ooga now. Boom.
It's Stephanie. You know I mean. It's Island Ghost. Nice.
MRNK85. Congratulations. Hit up Ooga.
Congrats.
Hit up any of us. We'll get you paid.
You can hit up Buster. I got that.
Hit up Buster.
Oh,
We got you. 250. Congratulations, MRNK. There's a simultaneous giveaway happening right now in Discord. I'm not sure if it's already done or not.
Nope.
But there you go, guys. Also, someone had said something earlier in the chat. I think it was Joe C. If you want to go ahead and comment again, because our chat flies, comment again talking about you giving away whatever Ooga you didn't claim. I'm not sure what that's about. It was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, all right.
So
I took care of that.
figure that out. Okay, Stephanie figured that out. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
that's the Discord one. That's the Discord one. I'm already on.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah, when we do multiple,
Congrats.
if you don't claim it and we do multiple, it's hard to keep track. Like, because that one show we did like 3 or 4 in one show, but it's no biggie. We'll figure something out.
I do want to do a little softball loop. Nerdy, I am so thankful that you're actually talking to me like a civil person, and you understand.
Get her, Nerdy.
Get
You're
her.
a softball, Luke.
I'm softballing into next week's show. It's going to be Phenar, if I still have them, and the meth group. We have a community in the Ooga. Ooga is not just one token. We are an umbrella of a lot of rewards loot tokens, and meth is going to be here next week. And
straight up, Feanor, man, you're spitting fire today.
Nerdy's about to do
come
more
on here.
Nerdy's about to do more than
want to.
talk to you.
Appreciate you, man.
I'm never,
Yeah.
I don't have to come anymore if Nerdy's gonna behave. I won't. I don't even have to go up. I'll stand
Damn.
Ooey.
Cool.
Welcome to Howard Stern,
Congratulations.
everybody.
MRNK. Howard Stern. Oh.
Howard. So Nerdy, man, let's show up, man. Let's present. Let's show everybody what community is all about.
Hey, man, we got the moon party coming up April 26th. Thank you very much for joining us. We're overtime right now, but I want Feanor to go ahead and talk about Colton Obey and any future projects, if you could, sir.
I'll tell you what, man. Shout out to King Ooga, Ooga Booga, Ooga Gnosis. Love him, love the jungle. You know, I love Colton Obey. That's the project he's passionate about. Love it. It gives the daily rewards as well. So you know what? There's a lot of great projects. And in Bunu, that's Ninja Queen, Ninja Bunu. FPT, that's Freedom Phoenix. Abel's literally giving back to charity for genetic syndrome. These are all projects in the jungle. Kind of maybe the Ooga Collective, right? Whatever. So we're all just projects in there, kind of like-minded individuals. We don't like any kind of weirdo hype, no nonsense like that. Just real building, real value back to the community. Education first, and community through artistic expression, right? So if you feel the vibe, you feel like you want to be a part of something like that, definitely stop by the Discord, connect with Steph, Ooga, Buster, any of these cats up here, man, and get plugged in, man. It's a motion, it's a movement. It's the best time I've ever had as an XRP holder, for sure.
It's the best time I've ever.
Beautiful. You, Ooga, you want to go ahead and
Agreed.
humor Optimistic Prime and say something?
Much love to the entire order. Thank you to Feanor, the alchemical architect, Stephanie, the radiant knightess, Nerdy, the eternal flame of the forge, Uncle Buster for holding the sacred broadcast, and XRP Bags, our moon commander guiding the charge through cosmic tides. Salute to Lower Level and Berserker, and to every single soul who tuned in tonight. You are the living pulse of the movement. As the vines of the jungle wrap around the steel of the knight's swords, we witness the prophecy fulfilled. The cavemen and the Bluminati walking side by side. Brute spirit meets sacred order. Instinct meets light. See you all at the moon party in April, where myth becomes memory and memory becomes movement. Together, we are building the bridge. Together, we ascend.
Ooga booga
Straight up, that was dope.
Booga booga forever.
Right.
Ooga booga forever.
And I'll have we're getting 4 of the flags, the updated flags with Ooga Labs, Decent, and IMU TV with Bluminati and Rich Duck. Everyone that's on the flag, I'll bring you a flag. So I'll bring at least 5 of those for the moon party.
Are you there?
Bagman already knows he's getting one.
Yes,
Bagman.
sir.
Let's go.
Bagman, are you there?
Bagman.
I'll be eating that. That's what I wanted to hear. I love you, bro. Thanks for having us, guys.
Don't cry.
I'm gonna cry. Shut up.
Hey, that was a good show, man. Feanor next week, man. We'll do it one more time. We'll
That's
talk
good,
about
bro.
the coin to coin. Someone asked about the coin to coin pairs,
We'll
but
get there.
maybe we'll have you touch on that tomorrow or next
there.
week.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Hey, thanks a lot for letting me come out and hang out with you guys. It was a blast. And
Bagman,
appreciate the community.
Birdie, get in the Discord.
Simple Luganomics. Simple Luganomics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Get some merch. Get some Uga merch, baby.
Ooh,
Nice.
Also, Lloyd Mitchell, just
Ooh-wee.
calm the fuck down. We'll talk about it. Don't worry. You'll learn.
Lloyd
Keep watching.
Lloyd
Calm down,
Mitchell,
Lloyd.
I got you a fucking roommate, and it ain't me.
And Lloyd, that's what
Lord.
Island Ghost was talking about, though. Like the spaces, you can learn a lot of shit, man, when you get in these spaces, especially if you're in the right group. So don't underestimate X. That's the whole point of the show, really, is let's join forces, because I only had an X account because of crypto. I was never on Twitter before I got into
And
crypto.
you guys don't
You know what I'm
realize.
saying?
Same.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Lloyd.
worked in
Same.
social media, and that was literally my same story. And I'll tell you one last thing, just before we wrap up, for the sake of caution, if you guys feel like, man, as this pump, I'm gonna go learn more. Yeah, you can go get on those X spaces. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you, for real. I know it's the Uga Discord, but if you go in those X spaces, it would be very good for you to join the Discord, because you might hear some crazy mess on the spaces, because it's the world. It's the world on these spaces, bro. So sometimes you might need to decompress and come back and just ground out in the space and be like, man, is that true? Well, we're gonna be rich tomorrow. Or, whoa, man, are we gonna get attacked? Or all kind of crazy mess. So having a community, you can go back to your Discord and be like, yo, everybody cool off, man. Tomorrow's a new day. We're not gonna. It's not in its silliness.
No idea what
Important. It's important.
Shout out to Lloyd. Hey, Lloyd, we will answer all your questions. Let's come back next Monday for another show of the Bluminati.
Don't forget about
See you later.
the boardroom. We're doing 3 in a row. XRP boardroom tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
5:55 p.m. PST.
Oh, can we bring this to the boardroom? Are we?
You could bring Nerdy to the boardroom.
I know.
Collapse. Bluminati, deep in the jungle, the Yuga elders gather. Smoke rises, visions appear. A path to the stars is revealed. The XRP moon calls. The brethren must unite. The Bluminati Knights descend, cloaked in wisdom, armed with the ledger. They bring the key to the great journey. The Yugas recognize their power. Stone meets steel, instinct meets knowledge. Around the sacred fire, hands clasp in brotherhood. The jungle and the digital world are now one. From vines, stone, and encrypted code, a vessel is born. The countdown begins, the stars await. With a thunderous roar, the brethren leave the earth. The jungle fades below, and the cosmos stretches before them. The XRP moon shines in the distance. The moon castle looms, a structure of impossible beauty. It welcomes the jungle born and the ledger bound alike. Inside, the feast of union begins. It is the key to creation, the bridge between realms. The brethren ascend. No longer just Oogas, no longer just knights. They are moonborn now, keepers of the jungle, architects of the digital age. The transformation is complete. The story is written in firelight and blockchain, carried in whispers and encrypted ledgers. The jungle and the XRP moon are forever linked. The journey never ends.